But for the point of this discussion, it is sufficient to note the following, that all things that is consisting of a seed, and that includes the human. Remember, there's a seed and an egg. Little bugger that swims and then penetrates an egg and then starts to divide according to a program, bringing together two seeds, a male and a female, from which emerged a human. Within that seed is contained the information of what this being will become. Obviously, in its initial stages, as the seeds meet and the being develops, it first gives attention to structure, which is the physical. Within the structure is then contained that which operates as the structure, which is the basic functionality like heart, liver, breath, mind, taste, eating, farting, the whole story. Within that then is the functionality, the program, the construct, the design, which make it possible for the being to interact with other beings. So say the child is born, like we have examples of that, with a family of wolves, and it's a human child. The human child will act like the wolves. Therefore, what was created was a construct within which the child would be given input to fit into the total group of humans, the society, which is the family, through which that family became the construct which has got one primary point of concern. That is control within the society to fit in with the system that is here and that runs within a particular time frame, within a particular space, within a particular application, with a beginning and an end. A fascinating thing was placed into it. By this construct, this mind, this definition of mind, what is mine? Who am I? This I am construct, the mind, which was inserted into each being as part of the seed, so that mum can say to the child, I am mum. Your name is Danny. Say, I am Danny. So the I am was born. This I am is a projection, a personification, a mirror, a reflection, which was defined by the being, which gives them the assumption, the idea that they are apparently God. While all the while they're only following the seed that was planted, which made it in a way that people, beings in this reality could not break out from what they were placed into. So, consider this particular seed. Consider the fact that the input equals the output. Then consider the common sense within the current accepted reality. You'll notice a fascinating thing. The mind is actually the fourth dimension. You have yourself, you have space, and you have time. If we all work within the construct of self, space, and time, and we consider everyone equally within ourselves as everyone else also ourselves, because we are all coming from the earth, we're the dust of the earth, so we are one within that, and we consider ourselves as being one from the earth within space and time, we will not harm each other. But when we create a reflection a deception of ourselves, a point where we are no longer able to see ourselves and everybody else within space and time. We create that as a reflection, as a mirror, as the mind. That is our fourth dimension. Everyone at the moment believes, that is in the New Age, that we are ascending to the fourth and the fifth dimension. That's not true. We are already in the fourth dimension. You're actually going through these stages throughout your life. Various ages, the next stage of your existence activate. Age 7, age 14, age 21, age 28. They normally run in 7-year cycles, within which you go through a process of personification, the acceptance of your personification as an ascended being, as a mind creation, as a reflection of yourself that is untouchable, within which you apparently have choice. And within the fourth dimension you have no time, because have a look at your mind. You can think about so many things. Time doesn't influence you in your mind, in your reflection. You're like Superman, the superhero in your mind that can be here and there and imagine all kinds of things. Obviously, what was the fascinating thing was that those that programmed the seed, that put the information into the seed, also put the information into the mind and exactly what it is they want to manifest. And you can test this out. Bizarre things. How, depending on the seed placed in you, you will have a particular affinity for particular things in this world that you apparently like. You can't even explain why. You like certain music. You like certain ways people speak. You like certain cultures. You like certain expressions. You like certain body shapes. You like certain colors. All of that. Ever wondered why? Why are you not free to like everything equally? It's because you're programmed. You are the result of a seed. That's your deceit. You are deceived from yourself. Now what is fascinating is then you have your fourth dimension, which is the mind, with a fascinating point, which is your ascension on earth from yourself to the mind. You become a master of the mind, so in a way you become an ascended master.